Earlier today, I talked with broadcaster Carrie Tollefson about the lead up to this race. All right, Carrie Tollefson, Olympian from Minnesota, calling the race today for the Chicago Marathon. So good to talk with you after this race is now over. And there's been a lot going on in Chicago, Carrie. The tension between the administration and state government there over whether or not National Guard troops would be deployed. So what was the mood in Chicago going into this race?
Us runners are always so excited about life, right? So the mood was definitely taking precaution, but also not letting anything ruin this day. So many athletes, they train 16 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever their training plan is. And when we got here, the behind the scenes, they were working really hard to make sure that everyone was safe and that everyone was going to have a good day. But for me, my job was just to bring the energy and to make sure that we were having a fun time. So they really kind of protected us that way. They maybe shielded us a little bit more than we should have been, just to make sure that we go into this broadcast and bring the hype. And I am not a newscaster. I don't have to give hard hitting news. So obviously when we know that if something were to happen, they would take, the coverage from being race coverage to the news coverage, and that would be out of my hands. So I felt safe. We felt like it was normal day to day here at the Chicago Marathon, and it was awesome. We had a great day.
It was a beautiful day in Chicago. It really was. And with 50,000 runners on the course, what did that feel like during the 2+ hour broadcast that you were on the air?
Yeah. Again, there's so much that goes into putting on a marathon. And as we know, we just had the Medtronic Twin Cities Marathon last weekend, and the city just comes alive. For us, the Twin Cities comes alive. But here in Chicago, they are just so fired up. It does so much for the city, bringing in over 50,000 people along with their family members and friends and everyone that comes to cheer. It is a wild event. And, what the Bank of America Chicago Marathon really does is they bring in fast athletes of all shapes and sizes, of every ethnicity from around the world. And it really is a celebration of just being a great human being and going after your goals. I think that's what you and I love about running is you set out these hard goals, and whether it's just to finish or run fast times or win the race, it doesn't matter. On today's day, we are all here at the Chicago Marathon just hoping to see some people kind of those goals come to fruition.
And then it was a big day for Americans. A new American record for the men with Conor Mantz, and then our very own Minnesotan, Dakota Popane, finishing second among American women. So that was exciting to see too.
Yeah, ladies first. Let's talk about Dakota. Dakota has had such a phenomenal year, making that Olympic team and then placing as the first American in Paris last summer. She was 11th there. And then coming here and saying she wanted to run one of the fastest times that have ever been run by an American. She wanted to run 2:20 or even faster. And she didn't quite get that today, but she finished second overall for the Americans. I think she was 7th overall in the race. And she ran a new PR, new personal record. So she ran 2:24 today. And what I love about Dakota is she went for it. Not everyone does that in life, and she does that in life. So bravo to her. And then, yes, new American record by Conor Mantz. It's been 23 years since Khalid Kanuchi set the American record right here in Chicago. And Conor Mantz is such a superstar, and he's just been grinding his way, setting the American record in the half marathon this year, the 20K, and now the marathon. So a big day for the Americans for sure.
Yeah. Oh, so exciting to watch. All right. Well, thanks, Carrie, for spending a little bit of time with us to explain, what it's been like in Chicago over this busy weekend.
Yeah. And let's go for a run real soon, Kelsey.
Okay. Sounds good.